The magician at my son's 7th birthday party pulled a rabbit out of his hat and my son screamed, "That's my rabbit!" The magician went pale and said, "Kid, that's impossible. I hired the cheapest magician I could find on Facebook Marketplace for my son's 7th birthday party. The guy showed up 20 minutes late wearing a cape that looked like it came from Spirit Halloween, but whatever. 15 kids were losing their minds waiting, so I just needed him to do literally anything. He started with the basics. Coins behind ears, card tricks, making a scarf disappear. The kids were kind of into it, kind of bored. Then he announced his big finale. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be amazed. He held up this beat-up top hat. He waved his hands dramatically, reached into the hat and pulled out a white rabbit. Standard magician stuff. But the second that rabbit's head popped out, my son Ethan literally screamed, "Snowball! Oh my god, that's Snowball!" The entire backyard went silent. The magician froze. Ethan jumped up and ran toward him. "Where did you find her? We've been looking everywhere." The magician pulled the rabbit closer. Kid, this is my rabbit. Her name's Marshmallow. I've had her for like 3 years." Ethan was not having it. "No, that's Snowball. Look at the brown patch over her eye." I walked over. "Honey, lots of white rabbits probably have brown patches." "Mom, look closer. She has the scar on her left ear from when we took her to the vet last year." The magician's face went pale. He checked the rabbit's ear. His hands started shaking. "Okay, so she has a scar, but that doesn't mean—" "You stole her!" Ethan yelled. "She went missing from our backyard last week and you stole her." Now all the other parents were getting involved. Someone's dad stepped forward. "Dude, if that's really his rabbit, you need to explain yourself." The magician was sweating through his cape. "I swear I've had this rabbit for 3 years. I have vet records." He pulled out his phone with one hand, frantically scrolling through photos. One of the moms already had her phone out. "I'm calling the police." Wait. The magician showed us his phone. Pictures of him with the rabbit as a baby. Vet documents with the name Marshmallow, dated 2 years ago. "I don't know what's happening, but this is my rabbit." 15 minutes later, 2 cops showed up at my son's birthday party. The kids thought this was the best entertainment ever. One of them was recording on his iPad. The officer checked the rabbit for a microchip. She looked at her device, then at us, then back. "Okay, this is weird. The chip is registered to Ethan's family, but it was implanted last year." The magician looked like he was going to pass out. "That's impossible. Check again." The officer scanned again, then her eyes went wide. Oh, wow. There are 2 microchips in this rabbit." Everyone started talking at once. The officer held up her hand. "Let me make a call." She called the vet clinic, put it on speaker. The vet tech answered, and after hearing the situation, she started laughing. "Yeah, I remember this rabbit. 3 years ago, a magician brought in a baby rabbit named Marshmallow. We chipped her. 2 years ago, the magician couldn't keep her anymore, so we helped him rehome her through our adoption program." The magician nodded slowly, looking like he wanted to die. "I was living in my car. I couldn't take care of her. It killed me to give her up." The vet tech continued. "The family who adopted her renamed her Snowball. We microchipped her too, not realizing she already had one." "That family is you guys, right?" "Yeah," I said. "We got her from the Riverside adoption event last year." "Right. So then, about 3 months ago, she was reported stolen from your backyard. She ended up at a shady pet store downtown. And guess who bought her back?" The magician raised his hand weakly. "Me. The store told me she was a rescue. I saw her and thought the universe was giving me a second chance." The officer sighed. "So you accidentally stole back your own rabbit from the family who legally adopted her after you gave her up?" "Apparently, yes." One of the kids yelled. "This is better than the magic tricks." Ethan was crying. "So can I have Snowball back?" The magician was also crying. "I just got her back. I've missed her so much." The officer looked at both of them, then at me. "This is above my pay grade. You'll need to sort this out." After an hour of negotiating, we worked it out. The rabbit would live with us, but the magician could visit on weekends and use her for shows. Joint custody of a rabbit. The most ridiculous thing I've ever agreed to.